Welcome to the Dawn Foods Innovation Studio. My name is Melissa Trimmer. I'm the corporate executive chef here. We're going to be making some fun, new, inspiring recipes today. Let's make tea rose cake. This fun springtime cake is perfect for both Mother's Day and any fun holiday that you want to celebrate with flowers. This cake is made with Baker's Request white cake mix, Dawn white buttercream, and Chef Master gel colors. We'll mix them to make fun springtime hues. Baker's Request bakes level for less waste. Let me show you. See these gorgeous shoulders? The cake's shoulders stay nice and level so I don't have to trim. A little buttercream on the board helps me anchor it. And now we're going to fill with our really lightly tinted pink buttercream. Our next layer will go on upside down to keep the cake moving straight. And we'll fill again. Again. First, we'll crumb coat. So I'm going to put a really thin layer on this cake, and then we'll go back in and smooth ice. Now I'm going to pull the extra buttercream off the cake. We'll start at the top. And now the sides. I'm going to pause and clean my station. I need to make sure to clean the extra buttercream off the cake board or drum. This makes sure that any crumbs that might have been left behind are lifted out before I smooth ice. Now I'm going to smooth ice. So here I'll use the same buttercream, a little bit of hot water, and my icing spatula. Off we go. First, I'll put too much buttercream on the cake. Then I'll scrape it off. I'll lay it in on top first, and then on the sides. Flatten the top. Next, I'll smooth out the sides. Before I go back in with the hot spatula, I'll clean the bottom of the board. Once again with the hot icing spatula, we'll take it out of the water, dry it off, and level the top of the cake. If you've got a little divot, add a little more icing right here. Now it's time for the sides. We're going to leave this cake with a rough edge. See? It makes it feel kind of unfinished and beautiful, like it goes with flowers. I want us to imagine flowers growing up the side of the cake into an old stone wall. So next we'll pipe on flowers on the sides. The first decoration I'm going to lay in will be using a writer tip with a nice pale green. I'm going to start by adding little climbing vines. In this case, less is more. Don't put too many decorations on. Now I'm going to lay flowers in. I have 3 different colors, 3 different flowers. We'll start with the hardest ones first. I've made a deep maroon, and I'm actually using a ruffle tip to make this flower. I'm going to try to loop it around to make a foxglove type flower. And so any of these vines with a straight top will become that type of flower. Anything that's curved is going to be a different style. After that first flower, I'm going to go in with a medium pink. This one has a rose tip. I'll do it kind of like buds. That's enough with that one. And finally, I'll finish with a color almost the same as what I've smooth iced. And this one's going to be a star tip with a little piece in the center to give me kind of like a dogwood blossom. These ones I like in clusters of 3s or 5s. Just make sure that you always use an odd number. It's more pleasing to the eye. If you notice, I'm piping all of these in my Bakery Essentials piping bags. Next, I'll drop in leaves. You don't have to worry about too many. This is a sparse design, keep it sparse. Just kind of put them in where they fit. I have 2 colors of leaves. One is the same color as the vines, and one's a little darker. I'm using a beak tip for the leaves. It's a little bit different than a regular leaf tip. It'll be a little more delicate for this design. And now the lighter ones. If you have a little piece like this on the top of a flower, you can fix it with a leaf, just like that. Try to alternate sides on leaves. Okay, once the leaves are in, we're going to add a few dots for visual interest. Just like the flowers or the leaves, we're always going to go in odd numbers. We're going to try to move in the same way that the design moves. So here, for example, we're going to see a curve. We're going to put 5 dots in that curve. And here we'll do 3. They're on top here. And we're decorated. If you want an extra pretty little measure, you can paint a little luster dust on top, but that's optional. For more cake inspiration, visit us at dawnfoods.com.